Quick check of the markets now. Let's go to CommSec. Tom Petrovski is live for us after a wayward day. How's today looking, Tom?
Yeah, well, it's a good point, Pete. We fell 0.8% yesterday, and the futures are indicating that we'll be down by around 0.2% when we kick off later on this morning. And this is on the heels of what was an extraordinarily volatile session as far as Wall Street in particular was concerned. We saw some steep losses in the early part of US trade, reflecting another surge higher as far as interest rates are concerned. We've seen long-term interest rates flirt with their highest levels since 2007. But what precipitated a pretty significant rebound for stocks was a drop in those long-term interest rates. So they fell quite substantially in the back end of the day, and that allowed stocks to at least get back onto a more even keel. Still mixed outcomes by the end. The Dow finished down 0.6%. The broader market, the S&P 500, down 0.2%. But tech stocks were the ones that recovered the most and held onto their improvements. So the Nasdaq was up by 0.25%. But what stood out, Pete, was weakness in the commodities space. Oil prices down by around 3%. So not what you would expect under the circumstances. So the US benchmark back to around $85.50 US a barrel. So what we'll tend to see today is weakness in the resource space, but equally we've seen a pretty significant marking down for local stocks. It'll be a question of whether or not we can consolidate along the lines of what we saw in US trade. We've got a bunch of annual general meetings today. Ansell, Bega and Bendigo and Adelaide banks amongst them. The Aussie dollar is trading at 63.4 US cents, having been under pressure earlier in the US session.
All right, Tom Petrovski, thank you.